So during our consultation, we discussed how my client wants to be blonde without feeling blonde or brassy. She felt that brassiness to her was gold and yellowy, um, and and real good orange. So we decided to go for a nice soft copper. We didn't want to go at the hair with anything too harsh like lightener, so we decided to use an 8 base copper with 20 volumes. Um, that is ensuring that we are not causing any damage. It's going to lift nicely through the hair, through the artificial colour that's already on there, which we have identified is a base level 6, and it's going to lend nicely to, of course, the rest of the hair. Together we chose 8 copper with added copper intensity and 20 volume, and this was to add the intensity of the copper just around the hairline, without disrupting any of the hair around the main body. As you can see, after applying the halo of foils around the hairline, we then went through with a 506N, which is the extra grey coverage range, as there is a lot of grey just around that hairline mainly, and that was to give that extra cover, but also keep it neutral. We don't want to add too much warmth, we want to give a contrast nicely to that copper, and complement it nicely. So as you can see, I'm going through there. Also the formula is with 20 vol, of course. I'm using the tint brush very gently, as there isn't a whole lot of regrowth, just about 4 weeks worth. So I'm just using a bead of colour super gently just to cover that grey, and using plenty of product as well. So when we finish, we leave to develop for 35 minutes. And then, as you can see, I'm now rinsing the colour, removing all of that excess colour, and removing those foils, rinsing at the same time, trying to prevent as much colour bleeding as possible. Of course, the colour won't bleed at this point, but it's just the best way to remove all the colour at the same time. And as you can see, I'm removing that colour from the hairline as well to prevent any demarcation around the hairline, any colouring around there. And now I'm going to continue with the cuts. We are just, as it's only been 4 weeks, we are only going to do a one length cut just around the bottom. As you can see, I'm gauging where the centre part is. And I'm getting my sections right. And then I will then continue to trim those ends and keep it nice and blunt. As like I said before, we have very fine hair here, so we want to keep it as blunt as possible through the bottom. And as you can see, I've just removed any excess damp, and now I'm using a bodifying gel, and I'm going to really rub it into those roots, get plenty of body into there. And then I'm going to go through with a small round brush and really get some body in the hair and give it a nice curl and finish.